I think my mom and brother are getting intimate with each other. To start off, I'm 25, and my brother is 20. Our dad passed away a year ago, and my brother had a really hard time with it. He eventually withdrew from college and moved back home to get his head straightened out. I was home visiting this weekend, and everything seemed normal. We hung out, went out to lunch, my brother and I saw a movie together, and we caught up on the usual family stuff. My mom converted my old bedroom into a home office, so I was sleeping in the guest room in the basement. Last night, after everyone went to bed, I decided to relax by going outside for a bit. I came back inside, watched TV, and around midnight, I got hungry, so I went to the kitchen to get a snack. While I was in the kitchen, I thought I heard some muffled noises upstairs. I went to the base of the stairs and listened, and it sounded like there were noises of a personal nature coming from upstairs. I didn't think my mom or brother were seeing anyone, and I definitely didn't think anyone had come to the house while I was downstairs. I was mostly just curious, so I quietly went up the stairs to investigate. I could hear my mom's voice for sure, and I assumed it was just a private moment between adults. I went back to the kitchen, warmed up some pizza in the toaster oven, and ate it at the counter. As I was eating, I heard a door open and close upstairs, followed by footsteps and then another door closing. Curiosity got the best of me, so I went upstairs to my brother's room to see if he knew what was going on. He answered the door, looking a bit surprised to see me. I asked if he had heard anything, and he acted a bit awkward and said he hadn't heard a thing. I felt uneasy and embarrassed, thinking he might have been involved in those noises, so I quickly left his room and went downstairs. I couldn't sleep that night, and this morning at breakfast, things felt really awkward between me, my brother, and my mom. Maybe it's just my paranoia from last night, but it feels like they might be involved in a romantic relationship, which makes me uncomfortable. I'm not sure if I should bring it up or if I'm overreacting. Part of me thinks that if they are involved, they're both adults, but it's still unsettling, and I'm not sure how to handle it. I'm still trying to figure out what to do next. I received a lot of advice and responses last time, so I wanted to provide an update. Last night, I decided to pretend I was going out for dinner and drinks with friends, saying I wouldn't be home until late. I drove around the block, parked, and sneaked back into the basement, where I waited and listened. I could hear the TV on, and my mom and brother were talking, although I couldn't make out their conversation. Around 9 o'clock, they went upstairs. Once I was sure they were both upstairs, I quietly moved up the stairs and listened at the base of the stairs, feeling a bit like a detective. I couldn't stop thinking about all the possibilities. I heard voices coming from my mom's room, but they were too soft to understand. After about 20 minutes, I heard a sound that made it clear what was happening. I cautiously went up the stairs, and when I reached the top, I heard unmistakable sounds from my mom's room. I decided to check my brother's room to see if he was in there, and to be honest, I didn't really care if he questioned why I was home early. If he was there, I would just tell him I came back early and wanted to hang out. But his room was empty. I went back down the hall and continued to listen at my mom's door. It was mostly quiet, aside from the sound of the bed and a few muffled sounds. I distinctly heard my mom saying "oh" a few times. After a few minutes, it was clear that they had finished, and the noises stopped. Then I heard my brother say he was going to take a quick shower, and my mom said she'd join him. I'm still in a daze about all of this. There's no doubt in my mind that they are in a romantic relationship. I haven't said anything to either of them yet. Part of me wants to confront my brother, part of me wants to burst into their room, but I'm not sure I want to have a conversation with my mom about it. This situation has left me with a lot of conflicting emotions, and I'm still trying to sort through everything. It's a mix of different feelings all at once, and it's challenging to put into words.